Hey, Boo's, hey, what is good? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I'm just letting people know on Facebook that I'm not Facebook, child, on Instagram that I'm currently live. I appreciate you all for being here. Hey, Tony. Hi, everybody. So, let me introduce myself, do the obligatory introduction for YouTube. Hello, my name is Carmen, founder and curator of Black Sewing Network, a network that celebrates and amplifies Black voices in the sewing community. Every Wednesday, I go live around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you're watching the replay, first of all, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. But my lives are typically not learn to sew, they are not tutorials, they are sort of giving you the experience of, can y'all hear me? Let me make sure because sometimes when you go on my rants and y'all don't hear me. So make sure y'all can hear me in the chat. So yes, thank you all for being here. But can y'all confirm y'all can hear me in the chat? Hi, Sebs. Hi, RVBs. But yes, so y'all, today is a very special day. Today is a very special day. I finally broke open my what's this thing called? The Pfaff Admired 1000 Serger. Ain't she pretty? Ain't she pretty? Look at her. Anyway, so yes, we're using her today. So for those that don't know, I won a Serger at the Sorority Wear Retreat. Sorority is an amazing organization that BSN collaborates with often, founded by Monica, Nikki, and Kiki. I've been to 2 retreats this year. So at the retreats, they've given away all the prizes. Okay. Hi B Chantel. Hi Javon. Hi Renee. Hi who else is in there? Yeah, so I won this at the latest retreat. This is a one of their overlock machine, the 1000 series. It's available. It's about $500 on their site, and I think it's only available in the reformat refurbished form. Which I'm listen, refurbished is just fine because they have like higher series. But what I really like about it that's different from my current machine, it lets you adjust. Lord, not me losing my plate. I'm already messing up five. Sorry, y'all. There is a plate where you can kind of adjust the seam allowance, and I already jacked it up. What am I can't have no nice things. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me slide this thing right back through. Why can't girl, can you please get it together, Carmen? Not my plate coming loose. All right, hold on. I'm getting her back in. Lord, I'm breaking things, y'all. I'm breaking things. Either way, we might have to work without the brakes. But yes, they do have like this adjustable plate where you can kind of adjust the seam allowance so that you have a marker for where you're sewing today. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We are sewing a pattern that I got from Etsy some years ago. I'm gonna have to figure out how to reconnect that. Hey Marjorie. Um, but yeah, so today we are sewing up this pattern that I got from Etsy. If you're in my channel, so I'm not gonna include a let me explain. All right, so y'all, I got this pattern from this like shady little company on Etsy like 3 years ago, right? The company is no longer in existence. So what I did, and this will not like live in like perpetuity, but what I did, can I put her on the other side? Yeah. So what I did, y'all, was I uploaded. Hey, Lisa, I uploaded the files from my channel booths on Instagram. I included a link to my channel in the description. So if you see this video, if you're watching the replay, if you see the video in the next week or so, you can download the files. I have very limited space on my Google Drive, so y'all better go get it while it's there. Um, but yeah, so y'all can go grab that now. Hold on, let me try to. I'm trying to figure out how to get this back in, y'all. Not, not me messing up this machine already, y'all. I cannot. Hold on. Let me see if I can get her back in without breaking her. Okay, hold on. So yes, go grab the files while they're there. I'm not gonna listen. I am going to let y'all know the directions are left to be desired, but it still works. It works for me. Don't act like, hey Lauren, don't act like y'all be getting shady patterns from Etsy, okay? All right. Um, anybody with a five know how I can get this back on there? Anybody with a five, don't all speak up at once. Okay. Well, I'll ask Monica once I get off how to put this piece back on because I do not want to break anything. I do not want to break anything. Sure, I'll share it. Yeah, so it'll be available on my Google Drive for the next week, so y'all can grab it there. If not, I haven't. If you're watching this 2 weeks from now, I have included some comparable patterns on link below. I can't vouch for those said patterns, but they are available on Etsy. It seems like for instant download. Okay, whatever. I'll figure out how to add that later. So anyway, it comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with the standard 4-cylinder setup. This thread is very similar to my other machines that I already had, so it was pretty easy in terms of threading. It comes with a lot of tools and gadgets. Now I also like it because it does come with a fabric catcher. I don't currently have those on any of my machines, so we're gonna add that here. Um, Julian, like what fell off? This thing, the seam gauge. I'm trying to. It ain't fall off. I pulled it off, Julian, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it back on. It was my fault. It was my fault, y'all. So I own that. Let me see. Hold on. I own that. Let me see if I can let it back up here. And it was all going so well. It was all good just a week ago. It was all good. Hey, Tidri. Hey, girl. Are you ready for your birthday celebration? Are you ready for your birthday celebration this week? Nope, it ain't going back on. Oh, well. I really don't want to break it, y'all, so we might have to just do without it today. We might have to do without it. Why would it come off that easy though? What Julian say? Oh, it goes underneath the stitch plate, I think. Lord. I know, but I'm trying to get it back under the stitch plate. It was there. Do I have to take the stitch plate off to get it back on? I shouldn't have to, right? Child, I might have to take this apart. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that later, child. Let's not let it let's not let it hold up progress because I have things to do tomorrow and I cannot be on live for a long time today. All right, y'all. Let me do a quick little test. Hey, Marcy. All right, let me get the music going. How's everybody else doing out there today? All right. All right, let's go. Not me tearing up stuff. This is why Carmen cannot have nice things. Girl, what happened? I tried to give y'all a nice little demo beforehand. And here we are. And here we are. Oh, yeah, I know, because I don't have them on my other machine, Julian. I know it's a nice to have, not a need, because I don't have them on my other machine. You said I shouldn't have to take it off. I'm going to try one more time. Okay, hold on. I want to use it, but whatever. It is what it is. Because baby, at the end of the day, guess who? That's what we'll go back to. You know, who do you use, Lan? Do you use Comcast? I knew that shit was gonna God damn it. Y'all, we might be going back to our original, our OG machine. No shade to Pfaff, but I ain't got time for this today. Let's talk about what I don't have time for today. Let's talk about what we don't have time for today. Oh my God. So one thing about this machine is that it did come already threaded. So I didn't have to think about none of this. What? Okay, y'all. It's too early to be troubleshooting. It's too early in the process for me to be troubleshooting. Child. Too early. Spectrum. Oh, girl. Listen, that's giving what's that place called, that cell phone company? Spectrum is like cricket. Spectrum is like cricket. Y'all, this was supposed to be such a quick live, and here we are. Here we are. It was supposed to be a quick live today, and here we are. I was all ready. I was all ready to go. But the universe want to play tricks on me. There was a full moon. Oh my goodness. Child, let me stay out the way. Full moon. What else? What else got me? What else has us messing with our communication? Full moon. Have we confirmed if Mercury's in microwave? Have we confirmed if Mercury's in microwave? Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see how my needle threading skills are on the new machine. Let's see. Girl. Yeah, I did it. Hold on. Child. Apparently the fourth thread did not catch. Bitch. Child, what is happening? Let's try to get the fourth thread in. All right, we're back in business, y'all. We're back in business. We're back in business. I want to be back in business with this though. Let's go. All right, let's try this again. I guess 5, not today. I'm already having issues with my user error, but whatever. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try one more little pass through. One more. Not get a Bernina. Ciao. Don't start your stuff, Terrence, please. I'm just doing some tests. Why do I still have this picture up? My little thing went away. Oh. All right, y'all. Now I'm using a pretty, oh God, it's not tight enough. Hold on. Okay. All right, let's start with the shorts, child. All right, so the shorts, I don't know if you guys can see, but the shorts are the same pattern piece on the front and the back. So the way you assemble it is you sew the crotch first. So I'm going to start with the front of the crotch, and you just basically sew down both sides of the crotch, like on the curved part, like down here, and then you do the same with the other side. So let me clip this because this fabric is like a it's a little bit more thick than a jersey, but Not quite. If you want this to have like more structure, I would use like a athletic spandex. You could use like a ponte because this does not have a lot of like support. If you wanted to work out in it, the sweat would go right through it. So it doesn't have like any wicking properties. So if I were going to work out, I would not use this because the sweat stain would show right. Well, maybe not with right through this one because it's kind of it has a lot of print on it, but y'all get my drift. All right. You think so, D? So mad I don't got my little phone. Uh oh shoot. It is definitely doing what it wants to do for shoulder raid. All right, so the first crotch, the first part of the front of the crotch, and I want to do something like I want to mark it so that I know it's the front. So I'm just gonna include a pen here for now. Hmm. It's still not like the thread at the bottom is the tell me offhand, like, do y'all know which one is the thread at the bottom? So this doesn't have the pictures on top. I need the thread on the bottom to be a little bit tighter, but I don't know which one to adjust. I don't know which one to adjust. Okay. Oh my God. I am not having the best experience with it. I'm gonna be honest. Now let's go back to the original setting. All right, the left looper snaps. All right, y'all. Let me try to go over it one more time because I had the settings right before I came on here. But such is life, child. Child. All right, so I'm gonna do the back as well. The curve on the back. That's what I think too, D. I should have read the manual. Terrence always talk about something. Read the manual. I'm a vibe girly, so I don't be reading these manuals. I don't be reading these manuals like I should. So yes, don't be like me. Read the manual, y'all. Read the manual. Yes. Okay. So we have the front and the back sewn together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna open it up like that. And then at the bottom, we are going to sew together the inseam from front to back. These are really easy. They're really straightforward. You really can do these in like literally no time. I'm not YOLOing anything. This is why I go over, like, I never really fully serge something because I don't be trusting serger stitches. I normally go over it with my my sewing machine anyway. And I just mainly use my serger to clean up stuff. I did. It is on 3D. It's on 3. It don't like 3. I had it set to 4, then I kind of adjusted it and put it on 3. Okay, it's a little bit better. A little bit better, D. It's a little, thank you. It's a little bit better. All right, so now I'm going to add the waistbands. So this is how it's looking so far. 4 threads, Lynn. So this is what it's looking like so far. As to be expected. This is the big. Hold on. I don't have any elastic for this waistband size, so we're gonna just we're gonna envision that this had waist. Ah shit, what happened? Oh my god. Going through the motions. Child. Just so you don't Serger, do you not like me? Do you not like? Are you trying to tell the folks you don't, Karma, we don't like you like that? It's Pfaff like, girl. What? Oh shit. Okay. The needle came out. We're having all the fun today. Y'all are having all the fun with me. I'm glad though. Let's have a moment of gratitude that the needle did not break when it came out. What the fuck is happening with this machine? So the needle came out. What else do you want to happen today, machine? How else do you want to perform for the girls today? Wow. Okay. This machine is performing. We might be only doing the shorts today, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. We might only be doing the shorts today. Girl. Maybe I shouldn't have done this on live. I mean... My plate came off, my needle came out. Girl. Right? Oh my God. Well, I want to follow through. I don't want to like not finish using this machine, but I don't know, y'all. We might have to switch to Old Faithful. We might have to switch to Old Faithful, y'all. Okay, hold on. All right, I got her back in. Oh my God. Cable guy's about to have a what? Damn it. Oh my God. You know what? Child, I am tempted to end this live. I am tempted to say this a rat. It's a rat for your baby. All right, hold on, y'all. All right. Whew. Child. Anyway, how your night going? Anyway, how's your night going? Because over here, the devil is testing us today. Child, we do not embrace the spirit of struggle. Let's talk about pop culture. Have y'all been watching or keeping up with the Diddy trial? Have y'all been keeping up with the Diddy trial? Because baby, I have. More than I would like to. More than I would like to. That's a sick man. That is a sick man. And there's another trial of a girl that potentially killed her man, but they don't know. Is her name Kirsten Reed or something? Those are kind of like the two things that I've been following. Not hers as much. I just recently came across her case. Right? Right. It's giving. That's how they treat like little, like little kids that get touched. And they be like, well, she acted like she liked it. She was 10, dog. She was 10 years old. How does she like it? How does she like it? Sick people. People get on my nerves. Then the Haley and DDG. I don't want to hear that either, but free Haley, free my girl Haley. I hope she gets as far away from that nutso as well. And none of us need to be like, we tried to tell her, no. How many times did we have to learn our own lessons? All right, y'all. We back in business 20 minutes later. You are reading the jury, the majority. Oh, no! No! Not majority male, child. Yeah. Ugh. That sucks. I hope the women get in there, and I hope those are like women. There's some women out there that subscribe to. She should have been smarter. She should have been, what I'm saying? She should have. Those type of women irk my life profusely. Okay, we back in business, y'all. Back in business. All right. Oh my gosh. Ugh. That might be an uphill battle. That might be an uphill battle for my girl. Men are the worst. All right, we're adding our waistband now, y'all. I promise y'all this pattern is easy. I promise it's easy. I'm not making it look easy, but I promise it's easy. So I'm just going to go up to side seams. And I'm going to sew up the other side. Yo, I got to drive to Baltimore in the morning. That's why I was hoping this was going to be a quick live. And it had separate plans for me. I'm not even using this little... do y'all use y'all little thing catcher, y'all the catcher for your fabric? This seemed to be in the way a little bit. In the way a little bit. Alright, well. So this doesn't have any side seams, so I gotta figure out where the sides are. I should have probably did that first. girl. That's the only thing with this method. There are no side seams, so I gotta kind of figure that out. All right, so I did a couple little snippy snips. Down the sides. Hey, Armina. Down with patriarchy. Down with patriarchy. Again, if you're in my channel, I dropped the links to where you can grab the files. I put them in my Google Drive temporarily, so go grab those. I'll probably forget to remove them in 7 days, but in my mind, I want them. I want to take them out in the next week. You have until next week to, download the files. So chop to that. The thing about this fabric too is rolls up. Like, I should have used like more of a structured knit, but we are just basically showing process. We are testing out our new machine. Child. This thing is rolling. All right. Hopefully I catch all the layers. Now I'm definitely YOLOing. So the way that I typically do it when I don't clip it, and I should clip it, but listen, vibes, is you want to hold it with your fingers as you go. So I have to be very, we're going to see if we make it around to the other side. That shit is in the way. Let's see. Operating off vibe. Lord. Thank you, Armina. You missed all the excitement, girl. The new machine was definitely testing me. It was testing my skill set, but we made it through. Okay. It's pretty straightforward though. Like, it's very similar in terms of threading wise. But yeah, I should have definitely practiced a little more. So you guys are definitely seeing my practice, my practice work. But it's all good. We're gonna push through. But I always judge a machine or judge a sort of contraption or tool by how easy it is for me to use without reading the directions straight out the box. So I am definitely not the read the manual type of girl. I don't know. Are y'all that type to read the manual first? I'm a baptism by fire kind of girly. What about y'all? I'm definitely a baptism by fire. Then that, doesn't always lend itself well. But I feel like the things that I experienced had nothing to do with me. I'm just say that. By me not the things that I experienced had nothing to do with me not reading the manual. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You read the manual, Cynthia? You never read the manual, Fee? I know that's right, girl. If anything, I'm gonna watch a video. I will watch a video for sure. That I'll do. All right. All right, so I do need to add elastic to this, but I don't have any, I don't think. I'll be able to put it on and try it on for y'all. So for the bottom, I'm just going to probably roll it, like use stay tape to iron, like, keep the edges clean. So I'm gonna like do a little sweeping, a quick sweeping, and just, clean up the bottom, but I'm not gonna do a top stitch on it. I'll probably just, oh. Girl, what? What? All right, girl. Child, anyway. Do you always understand the directions that... Do I understand the directions? What directions, RV Beats? Despite all the technical difficulties, we still under an hour. This really only takes like 10 minutes. Like if I was on my OG machine, this thing would have been done. All right, girl. So I actually have another Singer, a Pro Finish. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. It's fairly inexpensive. So Pfaff and Singer are, part of the same family. Pfaff is a higher end, but I like my Singer. My Singer Serger is big. My Pro Finish, that is actually one of my favorite, I think. Even over the 1034D has been with me the longest, but my Singer does what it needs to do. All right, so I'm going to start working on the top. Okay. So this is the, I marked which one is which. So I'm gonna finish the armhole and the neck first. This is the, pretty sure this is the back. This is the back. Hey, I can tell it's the back because the back is slightly thicker. So I did cut out two of the top and two of the bottom. I mean, two of the front and two of the back. Okay, this is the front. This is the back. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to serge. I want to take off the knife. How do I do that? I want to take off the knife. I think this is the knife part. How do I take off? How do I How do I disarm the knife? Now Pfaff. How do I disarm the knife? Yo, I gotta see. Hold on. Pfaff admired this. Hold on. Let me see. This arm. Pfaff Serger. Where are my 5 people at? Y'all supposed to be in here representing. And none of y'all are here. Disengaging the knife. Okay, hold on. Where are my 5 people? I work on the while I figure this out. Where are my 5 folks? Don't all speak at once. Oh, I'm over this. Where am All right, so I got this for my pants. I'm looking for the waistband for my top. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go grab my waistband, child. Uh-uh. What? Mm-mm. Where are the 5 people in the audience? Pfaff admire. Let me see. I guess we're going to use a knife today. I guess we're going to have to keep using a knife today. Shout. Call the cops. Like, it shouldn't be that complicated. I shouldn't have to. Shout. Let's go back to talking about pop culture. Christ. Okay, well, I'll do my best not to cut off the important parts. All right, so I'm gonna sew together the neckline, the curve part, and then the armhole. Hold on. What'd she say?
Needs to go. And once you've done this a few times, it really is like threading a sewing machine. So it's just getting used to the color path. And then once you do that, it's just like threading a machine. Okay, so let me close the stitch length. It's acting as a one plate. By the time it comes past the needles, it's completely flat. So that's an example of what dual feed does. But you can also do it for, like, t-shirts and stuff with that curly little lettuce edge.
Girl, I don't want a lettuce edge.
Doing a little bit of shrinking to prevent the ripples. We're slowing it down.
Never mind. Okay, girl, let's wrap this up. Never mind. Okay, girl, let's wrap this up. All right. So I'm combining the front neck seam to the front, like 2 fronts to each other, but I'm doing right side together so I can flip it inside out. So next I'm working on, I can kind of show y'all. So I'm doing like the girl, like you see that little, so I did the neckline. So now I'm doing like, you see the part that's like that large curve right there. I'm going to do right sides together. And I'm just going to clean up those curves. It probably would have been better. So if you want, so this is another part where I can tell you how I would do this if I was wearing it for a workout top. I would add elastic I would treat it like a bathing suit. I would add elastic to one side, and I would use a more structured knit. I would add elastic to one side, and then sew it together so that it was more taut. Because this is not going to have any level of structure whatsoever. This is just going to definitely be a fashion run your errands kind of like top. It has no support. Another thing you could do is you can add power mesh, and what you could do, what I have done in the past with power mesh is I've made it smaller. So I made it a little bit smaller than my actual pattern, and sewn it together, and it gives you a nice, like, you know, taut fit. All right. All right. So you see, both the fronts are sewn together with the serger. I really didn't want, I want to disengage this fucking knife, man. Okay. So I'm going to do the arm, like my armhole next. And I'm starting from the shoulder and going down. You should definitely use clips. Don't be like me. And you could also, I've done this. I've made this into a dress, but I've made, like, so I didn't have to wear a bra. I added a shelf bra. You can do that as well. So I've made this as a 2-piece set. I've made this as a 1-piece set. And I've made it into a dress. So it's like a very hackable pattern. All right, so I'm gonna flip out. And if you want to get like really like, you know, you can understitch it to make sure one side stays at it, but it's the same on both sides, so I don't really care. So I'm gonna press it out real good. So that is how the front is looking. Again, I definitely will have to wear this with a bra. Ain't no way around that. So yeah, you see how clean it looks on both sides. And so I left the side seams open, and I'll show you guys how I finish that after I do the back. So now I'm gonna basically do the same thing to the back. Just finish the openings so that it's clean. So basically the front, like, it serves as a facing to itself. I'll show y'all when I'm done. I'll show y'all when I'm done. I did it. I did it. That was the most random. So first I'm going to do the neckline. Then I'm going to do the armholes. And then we're going to attach the front to the back. And then the waistband, and we'll be done. Let me know if y'all make it. Tag me if y'all make it. Who plans on making it? Let me know. Don't all speak at once. Tydri said what? Thank you, T. I did. The leggings took like 2 seconds. Well, after I worked through the machine issues, yes, I already did it. The leggings are easy though. I'm gonna make them again, Tydri. It might be like a Twitch live, but I'm gonna make this as if I'm actually gonna work out in it. Like right now with this fabric, I cannot work out with this fabric. That would be a disaster. But you could easily convert this into a workout. So I'm the next one I think I'm gonna do, and it might be next week because it's easy. Is make it into something that you can work out with. So like adding the power mesh and using a different fabric that workout fabric. So yeah, we might be running this back, and I don't care. We keeping it simple. Because my schedule was crazy. Yeah, Armina. Yeah, I know Armina hit me up like, yo, where the pattern at? I said, bro, I got you. Then a million people started because I was just gonna send it to Armina. And then a million people, I was like, you know what? Let me just give this to my peeps. Let me give it to my peeps. So I think this pattern goes up to maybe it might go up to a 2X. I'm not sure. I think it goes up to a 2X, but baby, it's stretched. It's stretched. I cut the medium. Right. Yep, the way Terrence wears his. You know what, Terrence? I definitely want to get some of your fat. Maybe I can do it, Terrence. Does your fabric come in athleisure? Does it come in workout spandex? Terrence? Can you drop in the chat? Because maybe I can use like this would look super cute in Terrence's oil spill fabric that's coming out. I might do that. You know what? Run it back, Terrence. I'm definitely gonna make that. So whenever I might have to order that separately. So maybe I'll make that after I buy like some of the Terrence's fabric. Okay. Let me know if you feel like it's taut enough for me to wear it as workout. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna just do the last armhole. I already did the main curve, so we're gonna just child. Listen, that could be an easy little. Let me hit up Gavin, sir. Send me that. Send me a sample, Gavin, sir. Please and thank you. All right, so we're gonna flip this inside out, y'all. I'm gonna turn on my iron really quick so I can press this down a little bit. So let's get the one thing I can say about this is this presses a lot easier than like I don't press spandex. So I'm just gonna press this out a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't have my 3 cameras set up today, y'all. Sorry. My bad. We'll get back and running next week. Been a bit of a challenging week, but we'll get right back to it. Okay. So the way I'm gonna do this, it seems a little confusing, and hopefully this works out. I'm going to basically put one right side to the other right side, so the front to the back. I hope this worked out. The way it worked out, it worked out in my head. So I'm gonna take. Basically, I'm going to put right side, the outer. It's the same, so you know it's hard to explain. But basically, you want to put the right sides of the right side together at the front, and then the right side, front to back, right. So it's really long because this is the lining, this is the outer fabric. So I'm basically going to go down a one long strip and sew everything together, and I'm going to do that to both sides. It's the same, like the same sort of like you can do cuffs this way as well. Because I was trying to figure out the best way for me to get the cleanest finish. My shoulders, I'm just gonna have to like, you're gonna see the seam, but I'm trying this way you can hide the seam on the side. So again, you're gonna do front to back, and you're gonna do that on both sides. There's a way for me to finish the shoulders, like, as well. So it's a cleaner finish, but I'm just gonna sew it together. I would need my sewing machine for that. So this pattern, I think it's about 25 pages for the whole thing. So you have 4 pattern pieces. The same pattern piece is the same for the leg is 1 pattern piece, and for the waistband, you use the same waistband for the top and the bottom. And then there's the front and there's the back piece. So it's only 4 pattern pieces. So the top has a front and a back because it's asymmetrical. And then the waistband, you use the same waistband for the top and the bottom. And then the pant only has 1 pattern piece. There's not like a separate pattern piece for the front and a separate pattern piece for the back. Hopefully that makes sense. So as you can see, it's sewing up fairly quickly. Hopefully this works, because in my mind, and I did test it out with a little scrap piece, like definitely playing a little origami here. Okay. I'm thinking about making this I'm going to the Roots picnic. I'm not sure what the weather is though, but this will be a cute festival look depending on the fabric you have. This will be a really cute like festival look. So if I can get T's fabric in time, that will be perfect. So yes, it is looking good. Did I get it? Yep, it worked. It worked, y'all. It worked. So yeah, as y'all can see, it's clean on the inside, clean on the outside. And it don't make so you really can't tell what's inside versus outside until you add the waistband. So the waistband, I wish I had my sewing machine so I could baste everything together, but in fact, I'ma still like just serge it. I'ma serge it twice. Cause I be catching 4 layers at one time. 3 layers, I'm pushing it. Catching 4 layers at one time is diabolical. I ain't even gonna try myself, so I'ma just go all the way around. And I'm gonna just come right and run it back. So again, you want this to be more workout, you got to use the right fabric, like a wicker fabric, a scuba will be good in this. I've made it a dress out of scuba. You know what? It's I think Sabs. I think what kind of paper do you use? You don't use letter paper, so I feel like for you it might be 21, but for me it's 25. If you use A4, A4 is slightly bigger than leather paper in the US. So if you're using A4 paper, that's another thing. This thing is centimeters, shut up. A4 is like slightly it really don't matter which side I do. So I'm gonna just stitch this together. I'm gonna stitch together the shoulder seams, these little pieces. Hey, Auntie Carol. Yeah, you're using A4. Yeah, so for you, it's a little bit. It's less. All right. Child. Not y'all acting a little like All right. Another thing you could do is you combine this. Like if you want to like use some fold over elastic, you could use fold over elastic to like give it like a different kind of look. That's an option as well. All right. This little thing. All right, so we got our shoulder seams together. I mean, they as together as they gonna be, child. They as together as they gonna be. So that's how it's looking. You think so, Auntie Carol? It was giving me a little bit of issues. They were giving me a little issue at the beginning, but we're powering through. All right, y'all. So I am about to add the waistband, and then we'll be done for the day. Because I don't have any elastic. I don't have the right elastic, so we're going to just fold our waistband over. I'm going to match up the side seams. So let's see. All right, and then I'm gonna try it on for y'all. I'm gonna put up my dressing room so Terrence can't take no sneak peek, because y'all know he's a voyeur. Y'all know he's a voyeur. And then I gotta get off of here and I gotta do my Me May look for the day. What time is it? 9:30. Okay. All right, so we've made it. It's only been an hour and 26 minutes. We're making great time considering the debacle that ensued earlier. We making good old time. So this is 4 layers going together. I did serge the top together at the bottom just so to keep it together, but we'll see. Let's pray. Let us pray, y'all. Drop some prayer hands that I keep all these layers together, Chad. Let's try. A lot of layers. So I need you to be on your act right. Be on your act right. Let's keep it cute. Ciao. Can you please be on your act right, please? Please and thank you. Just a little bit. I just need you to act right while I add these layers together. Okay. We are in the final stretch. Oh, come on, son. Whoa. Okay. We lost the thread, but that's fine. Sure. I'm gonna go over this with my machine later because I ain't got time. Yo, it'd be funny when, hey Sham, are you back? It'd be funny when people come in the chat to see all these prayer hands like, girls, everybody, is everything okay? Is everything okay? Hey Sham, hopefully you had a good vacation. So okay. Well, there's that. Definitely gonna have to go back over there with my machine. And that's fine. I got enough done. So yeah. My first experience with my Pfaff, I give it a 7 out of 10 for my first experience, not because of the machine, but in terms of like me, ease of use. Oh no. Of course, I messed up already, y'all. I sewed the waistband on. Okay, so this is an easy fix. I should have did my shoulder seams last because, of course, I sewed them on. I sewed my waistband on the wrong side. So I'm gonna just do a little snippy snip. In fact, hold on, I might be able to. Where is that thing Lynn gave me? Lynn, girl. All right, I'm trying to. Where's my cinder from? It's always something. It could have been done. We could have been done. I'm I'm tempted to just cut this, but I'm gonna try to do it the right way. Okay, we back in business, y'all. We back in business. Should have freaking. We back in business, y'all. We're back in business. She's back. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're back, y'all. I only had to use a seam ripper once. Look at that. Look at God. Child. Don't we all? Y'all, I am gonna read the manual though. I am going to read the manual. I'm gonna do better. But yeah, so do I feel like you need to read the manual straight out the box? I do. So the only thing that kind of stumped me in terms of like my familiarity with sergers is how to disarm the knife. So I need to figure out how to do that. I feel like regardless of what kind of surgery you have, you're gonna have to play with the tensions anyway. I had to like adjust the tensions per project depending on the fabric that I use. So that's like nothing like new. But yeah, that's the only thing that I feel like stumped me this entire life. But I feel like, like I said, it was an easy transition. So me going from the Singer Pro finish or Brother 20, what is it? 1034D. This is a pretty straightforward transition, in my opinion. Girl, please. Child. Hi, Nina. Child. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me try this on for y'all. I'm gonna put up my dressing room. So Terrence don't be all up in my business. What did I drop? Talk amongst yourselves. Ciao. Definitely need some elastic. I probably need an inch and a half elastic for this. Child, is this the wrong one? Child, when I come, I ain't know my knees was looking this ashy. Child, listen. Not my knees looking this ashy, child. Not my knees looking ashy. When I come back on the screen, I don't want to hear no smart remarks, Terrence. I should have brought a strapless bra down here, and I didn't. But y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Okay, are y'all ready for my reveal? If y'all not ready, y'all better get ready, child. All right, hold on. Don't play with Carm. I'm gonna put my strapless bra on for my not. Shut up, Terrence. Be quiet. So yes, if I added a shelf bra, I could have added a shelf bra to give me a little bit more lift, but I have not. So I'm gonna put on a strapless bra for my when I post this to Instagram. But so that's how it looks on the back. It's an easy pattern, y'all. It's cute, right? It's cute. It's easy. It's to the point. Yeah. So let me get my. I'm gonna post this to Instagram because this is part of my me made look today. But yeah. So again, different thing. If you want this not to be just athleisure, use a different fabric. You can use power mesh on the inside to create a shelf bra. You can wear it. I have worn this to the gym, like another one that I had to the gym, and it still looks cute with like a sports bra too. It looks cute with a sports bra as well. But yeah, imagine this like so. I've made it as a one piece. It kind of already looks like a one piece, but I've made it as a one piece. But yeah, as a dress, look at it right now. You can kind of see how it will look as a dress. Just because like all the fabric comes together. So it's a really cute dress. Like if it's like you made like a knee length dress, like so hot girl summer dress. But yeah, I like it. It's actually laying really nice. But yeah, I would add like some clear elastic on the inside just to make it taut. But yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all I have. So yeah, my little Pfaff Serger got the job done. She acted. We had a little situation in the beginning, but again, it's a good Serger. I like it. I need to learn it some more, but I just literally took this out the box. Like I did an unboxing, but I put it back in the box. I literally took it out the box probably an hour before this live, threaded it, and we were able to get through the live fairly simple. Despite like the little challenges or whatever. So this was fun. Yeah, so I'm going to actually be with I'm going to Baltimore tomorrow to hang out with Nikki. Not sure if we're going live. She don't really like going live. She's so shady. But I may or may not be on live tomorrow. Don't know. But if I'm not on live tomorrow, I will see y'all on Sunday for Sunday service. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I had a good time with you all. And yeah, let me do my outro. Let's see if this outro act right to that show. It'd be acting funny. Bye.